What's up, family? Welcome back to Patient X Holistic Healing, where we discuss the mental, physical, and spiritual aspects of healing. Right? Today's video, we're going to talk about spiritual warfare and different ways you can perceive it, I guess, because spiritual warfare is really in the mind, most of it. In order to protect the mind, you got to have an immovable body, you got to have an unshakable mind, and you got to have connection to your spirit. So let's get right into it, man. If you haven't seen me before, my name is Professor X. I will be your health coach and spiritual teacher today. So off rip, my spiritual warfare is based around accountability and faith in a higher power. A lot of people have the faith part. They have the faith part, but they don't know how to ground that into their own accountability. And a lot of people's accountability counteract their faith. And this is what I mean. If I'm on bullshit and I'm attracting negative energies to me that are more than likely going to start feeding off of me because I'm giving off the energy that they need to survive, is it my fault that I'm getting fed off of? Or is it the demon's fault for coming to me and trying to fuck with me? That's a rhetorical question, because everything is your fault. It's always your fault, period. It will be my fault in that situation because I attracted that being to me. And that's what you got to understand in life, period. Like when it comes to frequency, you are what you attract. So if you're attracting bullshit into your life, more than likely you were on bullshit. Sometimes opposites attract too. Sometimes you're extremely on your shit and that'll attract something to you as well. But you gotta have discernment as well. Discernment was the last video, you feel me? And then the video before that was discipline. You see how I'm building on the topics and presenting them in a way that are usable in real life, applicable situations. The reason why you have to take accountability for your actions in spiritual warfare is because that's where your power is. You feel me? That's where your power is. If I was on bullshit and I go, oh no, it's the demon's fault. Fuck that demon for coming to me and, trying to mess with me. Fuck these succubuses and fuck all that. Like, what you're doing is you're giving them more power than you need to. Off rip, you're giving away your power. Accountability puts the power back on you. It's like, oh yeah, I have the power. I messed up. You know what I'm saying? I need to use my power better. This is why I don't even think of demons, to be honest. I used to think of demons a lot, especially in my earlier spiritual days when I was new to it and I was really experiencing a lot of spiritual warfare. It's because I had a lot of fear behind demonic attacks. I'm not scared of demonic attacks anymore. Mind you, I went through some crazy demonic attacks. I'm going to go over some on this channel. Maybe in this video too, but one thing I had to learn to stop doing was putting the blame on demonic entities. You feel me? It's always going to be some type of demonic entity trying to feed off you, period. Just accept that part right now so that you could put all of the focus on yourself. What did I do that attracted that to me? You know what I'm saying? I don't like seeing people fall into these negative loops of blame and basically forfeit all of their power. I hate to see it. And it happens a lot in the spiritual community. Not everybody wants to be accountable. They just want the power. But the power is in your accountability and your ability to prop yourself up. It's about independence. That being said, once I started taking accountability and not thinking of demonic beings as much, my spiritual warfare went way down. I experienced way less spiritual warfare than I did. And it used to be crazy. Like, I'm gonna give y'all a story time of one of the more crazy spiritual warfares I had. This particular experience was probably like top 3 spiritual warfare events I ever experienced in this life. It started when I was in the Astral, right? I was in the Astral and I was hanging out with a kid from back when I was in school. And I didn't really like this kid in school, but we were having a ball that day, you know what I'm saying? We were going everywhere together. We was chilling, hanging, and I started getting a little bit suspicious. I'm like, why am I hanging with this nigga though? But it is what it is. Eventually, I'm like, shit, you want to come to my crib, bro? He was like, yeah. We go to my crib. Literally, as soon as we get through the threshold, a bunch of agents pull up, right? Now, if you're not familiar with different astral entities, it's different ET beings you might see in the astral. It's different agent beings, like men in black. That's what they call them. Like different CIA type looking dudes. And then you got like the real SWAT looking dudes that really move with guns and armor and stuff. For this particular experience, it was a bunch of the SWAT type of dudes and probably some agents as well. But as soon as we got through the threshold and I turn around, bro is gone. and it's a bunch of SWAT niggas storming my crib. Now they're shooting me and stuff. They're like shooting, and I'm like, I want to say the bullets are passing through me. Like, I'm not on some tangible shit right now. But as I keep going and running, I try to alert my family. I'm like going to everybody's room like, hey, get up, they here. And they was looking at me like, I was like, damn, these niggas are cooked. So I ran and I tried to jump out the window. But I guess as they were running through my crib and I was alerting everybody, I started to absorb a sense of fear. And as I jumped through the window and broke through the window to escape, I got shot. And then I woke up. Mind you, I didn't just get shot. My whole family got shot. They literally came in there and shot up my entire family. Like, everybody. Shot up the whole house. They might have got my dogs too. Now this one is really layered. And it's not even done yet. I woke up and I was like, damn, like, what the fuck? That shit felt so real. And that's always how it be in the astral. It feels so real. But I want to say some pointers before I get to the second part of this demonic experience. Do you see how I was chilling and I was normal, right? But I was not aware of my surroundings at first. I was with an imposter. That kid was not who he said he was. You see how I was more or less complacent, and then as they started running through my stuff, I got scared. At first I wasn't tangible. The bullets was not hitting me. But when I got scared, the bullets started hitting me. You see? That's a big key when it comes to spiritual warfare and, mental warfare as well. They can only get you if you're scared. Feel me? Like, I don't care what it is. If it comes to demonic entities, if it comes to parasites, if it comes to even physical beings like, politicians and cops and all of these forces that really try and come together to make certain people's experience bad. That shit can only work if you're mentally open to their type of stress, and if you're scared of it. That will leave you without power. That's how they drain your power, truth be told. They don't drain your power in the act of siphoning your everyday average regular energy. Like, these entities really need specific emotions and energies out of you to sustain themselves. And if they can't get it, they'll just leave. But now I want to get into the second aspect of this whole situation. This was the more crazier one. The first part wasn't even that crazy, if it sounds crazy to you. At this point, I had kind of realized, like, damn, like, somebody either cast a spell on me or like did some crazy shit. I couldn't put my finger on it, but it definitely likened more to magic than, just some random attack. And here's why. A week after that, my plumbing went out in my whole house. Like, we had busted pipes everywhere. The floorboards were like bulging up and water coming from them, and the ground was hot. Like real plumbing problems. Matter of fact, it took like 6 months to fix this plumbing issue. Like, we didn't fix it for 6 months. That's how bad the damage was. This shit took 6 months, y'all. But shortly after it happened to my house, we were talking to our neighbors. We realized, like, a lot of people getting work done on their house. What's going on? We talked to the neighbors and they were like, oh yeah, like, I guess our houses got messed up. Then other neighbors' houses got messed up, and their houses got messed up. Like, literally 5 of my neighbors, bro. 5 of my neighbors' plumbing got fucked up bad. And we all had to get our shit fixed. Mind you, when I was in that astral dream, there was cops and SWAT all through the neighborhood. Like, they wasn't just a few in front of my house. They were swarmed all through the neighborhood. So I'm connecting the dots. I'm like, oh shit. Like, these niggas really cast a spell on my neighborhood. And that's something that a lot of people don't know happens. There's literally warlocks and shit who be in the astral cursing specific neighborhoods, especially if the neighborhoods got chosen ones, or if the neighborhood has beings on high frequencies. They do this. And, I'm hella protected now. Shit like this don't really happen no more. But when you're defenseless, they will wrap other beings into it. And it probably wasn't, purely my fault in that situation. It definitely wasn't purely my fault. My spiritual oversight did not lead to the whole neighborhood getting fucked up. There was probably somebody in my neighborhood who was channeling some dark energy, and they used me as a kind of conduit to initiate the experience, because I'm probably the highest frequency person on my block. I'm just gonna say it. Like, I'm not on some like, oh, I'm higher than you, like type shit. But like, nah, like on some real stuff, I'm probably the most highest frequency person on my block. Once they got me to be scared, they was like, oh, that's what we need to fuck up the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, this whole thing happened within a week of me having that astral experience. So I had to really connect the dots. Like, yeah, they definitely casted a spell on my neighborhood. And after this, there was more stuff happening too, like smaller things. Before this, there was a lot of shit happening. I'm gonna have to do like its own video for some of these things, but I was dealing with the Men in Black. I was dealing with gray ETs. I was dealing with fucking malevolent spirits without a form. I was dealing with these blob entities. I was dealing with reptilians. Like, I was dealing with the whole nine, bro. I was dealing with everything. I'm gonna definitely do videos on those, but for right now, I need y'all to know the only way I overcame this situation was analyzing myself. You feel me? I had to be like, well, shit, why did this even happen? How did I let these beings into my crib? You know what I'm saying? Not, oh, fuck the dark side, they be doing this and blah blah blah, and now I gotta retaliate. Like, I never retaliate too. I just be letting shit go, and I'm like, you know, because once you let it go, it can't happen no more. If you retaliating and stuff, it's probably gonna keep happening because you're feeding into their energy. They want to go to war. You feel me? Demonic entities want to go to war with you. So the only way I could overcome this situation, or any demonic situation at that, was by taking accountability and having faith that I'm protected. You know what I'm saying? Once crazy shit happens, don't get into a mode where you feel like you're not protected. Sometimes God lets shit slide just so you can see what's really going on. You know, and I know I be getting the graces. I'm not gonna lie. I be getting the graces. I need y'all to know, you know, accountability and faith in God. That's my perspective on spiritual warfare. And that is what it made all the spiritual warfare in my life really die down. Don't even acknowledge the demons. For me, certain shit happens to me where I know I did something, and then I'll have some adverse effects literally the next day. Mind you, my karma comes really fast. Literally, a few weeks ago, I got food poisoning. Mind you, I eat the same shit every single day. I eat the same food every single day. I'm like, how did I get food poisoning? Spontaneous as hell. Needless to say, the night before, I did some fuck shit. I'm not gonna lie. I let in some dark energies into my being, and I started throwing up the next day. Literally throwing up violently. Like upwards of 10 times back to back. I had a sore stomach. Then the next day, I was cool. I'm like, I was really rejecting some presence that I let in. They were making it seem like they were the ones doing it to me. It was like, yeah, you did some fuck shit. This is what happens. And it could also be that as well with, you know, any type of demonic attack. You might blame it on a demon. Whole time it was the Most High sending some servants to come get you, and that happens a lot. So always have accountability. Always have faith in the Most High, and you'll be good, right? Hopefully y'all enjoyed my story. I wasn't even going to share that in this video, but I'm glad that I did. So y'all see how this spiritual warfare really gets, and the things that you could do to combat it. You got to have no fear, accountability. You got to have faith in God, period. But I'm ending right there, man. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for making it this far. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have anything to add to the conversation. Please hype up the video and boost me in the algorithm. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace.